Hey Kiara, just running some adverts, so I don't know if you can hear this. Yep, hopefully that should get rid of pre-rolls. Fair, fair. Presumably you're still with your boyfriend at the moment, since you haven't been streaming today. Hope that's all going well. I'm just gonna quickly spam some links on Discord and I'll be right with you. Okay, you're home. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm good. Back to work, unfortunately, but hey ho. I'm sort of mulling over whether I want to move my Leela's Inception stream to tomorrow. See if there's a bit less pressure, because obviously when I do this on Friday, I just need to sort of be ready to do two different streams for two different looks. Whereas if I do a later stream on Thursdays, it's usually the second one's usually a cameraless one, so I could only have to worry about how I look for the first one. And yes, work does indeed suck. But hey, until we have a world where we're free to, well, where people are free to do what they enjoy instead of the machines being built to do what they enjoy instead of their work. To be fair, my new boss seems quite chill, so maybe things will be a bit better than they were before I started my holiday. If nothing else, he basically made sure I had more staff, because yesterday evening I'd have normally had a one-on-one, but I had two CSAs instead, which is great. Basically weekend staff levels for weekday shifts. Wait, question. Is Work Sucks I Know a song lyric? It is. Yeah, I've got Work Sucks, I know, in my head a bit, but I can't quite remember from where. Well, anyway, let's see if the cam's working. The cam is working. Nolus? She left me roses by the stairs. Oh yeah, that was it. Want to think it's a new metal song? Well, anyways. So yeah, new camera angle. Still working it out, so it needs to be shifted a bit to the side. But yeah, a bit late to be worrying about that. Oh no, a country song. Nolus, Blink 182, all the small things. That was it. That was everywhere when I was a kid. Made myself feel old now. Oh yeah, so horn progress. I basically got my helmet layout. And I'm just sort of working out. I've worked out the angle of the horns. I've got a cross section of what the horns look like, which I got by literally just painting some acrylic on the ends and pressing it. So all I need to do now is just work out where the magnets will go, and I'll have I'll have it in time for Friday. I mean, start the game. I mean, to be fair, I'm not sure I'll have it painted for Friday, but if I have a choice between wearing the new horns unpainted and the old horns full stop, I'll go for the new horns because I am quite sick of having to glue the old ones to my forehead. Plus, I'll be able to use a wig, which is kind of ironic considering my hair's purple now, but Nullis, it was in the credits of the first Charlie's Angels movie. Wow. Oh my god, that came out ages ago, didn't it? It's your sibling's favourite song, Nullis, and your sibling is almost a 2000s kid. I mean, I'm a 90s kid. At the risk of giving away my age. I just double check, did I disable preview? Save a bit of process speed. So yeah, we've got a couple of quests. We know a merchant selling the skins of lizard folk, which is grossly unethical. Hey Amanda, been a while. How's it going? Yep, worried I knocked my horns askew there. Amanda, up and down, but you're driving okay. That's good. I think last time you mentioned you were taking your driving test, so I hope that's going well. Wait, he's this guy? What's a wonderful city? The air is purer than in Pitax. Oh wait, yeah, he's that guy. Megavan? Oh, for a minute there I thought the storyteller had disappeared. Amanda listening to a spooky podcast, driving on a highway tomorrow. Nice. I always find that kind of scary. Oh god, it's those Hellknights again. Hellknight of the Rack. I did not think that name through. Where did you meet Darwin? Speak, or I'll skin you alive. I don't know. I don't know anything. I swear. I've never heard that name before. Please don't beat me anymore. Okay, I'm not standing for this. Stop this immediately. I didn't give you permission to beat my subjects. Amanda, you drove 90 kilometers an hour yesterday. Driving is scary. Yep. I'll be honest. I'm not a fan of dual carriageways just because I'm... hate slip roads. They're just so stressed. I mean, to be fair, people usually will move to let you on, but bloody hell, they're stressful. It seems I was right in my suspicions. The rule of law in these lands is just a bunch of empty words, worth no more than a wooden coin. It's not surprising, seeing their rule as weak will. I'm so tempted to just have her arrested. Who gave you the authority to beat and intimidate my subjects? Elixir gives you a scoffing half-smile. Certainly not you. You don't have the guts for that. You prefer just sitting on your throne and benevolently looking on while your so-called subjects set your fortress on fire. Get out of my kingdom. Oh, we'll leave. Don't you worry about that. I knew from the very beginning that you and the Order follow different paths. Weak rulers don't deserve our attention. But no matter. They generally don't live long enough to be taken seriously. If the gates could incinerate, there'd be a handful of smouldering ash where you stand. Hellknights, we're leaving. We'll continue our investigation somewhere else. No less, to be honest, early 2000s movies that probably have a lot wrong with them, but also furlough your entire jam. Kiara, nostalgia. No less in a word, yeah? I mean, I'll admit, the entire premise of Scott Pilgrim, because of some quirks of when it was made, is kind of... ugh, but it's such a fun movie. Don't get in the way of the Order of the Rack, Queen. This is my final warning. Okay, I know she's just giving me my proper title there, but I'm just reading that as, don't get in my way, Queen. Amanda, you like some cartoons like Kim Possible, mostly holds up. Oh yeah, I remember a lot of that sort of thing being quite decent, that era. No less you saw Drive with Mark Dacosticos, not the well-known one. Only a few years ago, but it has so much of that same vibe you love it now. Huh. Oh yeah, once again, I'm really sorry about all the negative space I have. Oh yeah. I believe there's a corrupt merchant somewhere around here. We have to investigate. Do I want to keep the longbow? I mean, it's not really got that much, and I don't think anyone can use it. Golden thread, +4 to charisma, and the ability to cast hold person. Could give that to Lindsay. Yeah, I think Troll Reaper's served its purpose. Where is all this excess weight coming from? Alright, camping supplies. I can sell a few of those off. Needs 12. Amanda Shigo? Oh yeah, Shigo was a queer icon. I don't care if they shipped her with the main bad guy. Kiara, you're on and off with Kim Possible. You liked it, but didn't go out of your way to watch it. Notice you didn't have public TV till you were like 15. We had an antenna, but your dad didn't want to bother setting it up. So any shows you saw rarely, but only saw 1 or 2 tapes or DVDs worth. Yeah, I only really saw what was on analog television broadcasts. So that's the first 5 channels here. Get rid of some of this rope because there's no way in heck I'll use all of it. But yeah, my grandparents had Sky, so that's usually when my brother and I saw Pokemon and the like. Unless you did eventually watch all of Avatar. I assume you mean the Last Airbender and not the CGI movie by James Cameron. Hmm? Hey, what are you doing here? Where is Darwin now? Speak up or else. I don't know who you're talking about. Let me go. What do you think you're doing? The man who spent last night in your place is a fugitive and a criminal. I didn't know he was a criminal. He asked to spend a night on my floor, then he left in the morning. I don't know anything else. I demand you stop intimidating my subjects immediately. I swear, if they don't stop that... No less, you can care less about the USB furries. Huh? Oh right, yeah, the avatars. Whatever, from Avatar. I'll be honest, I don't really know nothing about it to know if they have USB ports. And I don't care to learn. Oh yeah, I should probably go speak to Tristian. Anything to say for yourself, Mr. Backstabber? Yeah, you know, the avatars from Avatar. Smurf Avatar. All this Narissa story. How'd she capture you? Oh yeah, just so, for those who missed it, it basically turns out he's a celestial, basically this universe's version of angels, who somehow got forcibly turned into a human. My overconfidence and foolishness are to blame for that. Once I believed I deserved so much more than Solar Flame Goddess assigned to me, and eventually I paid the price for my pride. How'd you get to Galarian? I'd been travelling amongst the worlds when I noticed something strange. How should I describe it? It was like something had pierced time and matter, leaving a slight trace. I should have turned back and told my brethren about my discovery, but I was sure I'll be able to find a reason for this strange phenomenon by myself, so I decided to go for it alone. No less, they have little USB tentacles in their ponytails and they plug them into animals and each other. Okay. It's good to talk, I guess. The trace led me to Galarian, to the Temple of the Elk, right into Nerissa's hands. She proved to be much stronger than I and defeated me in a heartbeat. Before I had time to realise what was happening, she put me into magic slumber, filled with nightmares and visions. What did Nerissa do to make you serve her? Justine hesitates. She threatened she'd destroy my immortality and deprive me of my divine powers once and for all. I didn't dare confront her. It was in her power to kill me, and then I'd go to Pharasma instead of my goddess. Of course, it all proved to be a lie, but you should understand me. When I awoke from my slumber, I already was trapped in a mortal body, and this crazy Frey bragged her power over me and threatened me with eternal damnation. No less basically Game Boy connector cables. Oh, okay, so the avatars need to unlock all the Pokemon. It all makes sense now. You mentioned Nerissa sending a vision to Jod? Tristan touches his face. It is so. Her goal was to orchestrate our meeting, and she knew nothing better but to deceive a faithful servant of Eristil with a hope of forgiveness. Tricks and frauds are her specialty indeed. The magical fog was her doing as well. She wanted you to go where she needed you to be, wanted to gain your trust, fill your mind with lies, set you up for the fight with the Stag Lord. She fooled us all, playing off on our feelings of faith and duty, and I played my part in this heinous act. Okay, so she basically set up the tutorial. That was her undoing. Why don't you tell me who you were right away? Nerissa demanded unconditional submission. I didn't dare confront her and put my divine sparkle at stake. A single step in the wrong direction and Nerissa would destroy the very essence of me. She forbade me to uncover my true identity and made me do what she wanted me to. To help her create that flower, to plant it, but she never forbade me to help you fight the bloom. This is a weak excuse, but I did all I could to make sure my deeds wouldn't do as much harm as she expected. No less, but basically the entire plot of the first movie is just Pocahontas again. Also, but to be fair, I've heard it compared more to Dancing with Wolves. Do you know enough about what she's looking for? Why did she make all these plots and schemes? Alas, no. Nerissa trusts no one. She is reluctant to share her plans, even with her sisters. You'll have to expose her plots and schemes by yourself. Okay, enough of that. So, what happened to you calling yourself the Chosen of Serene Ray? Tristan lowers his head. This was yet another lie I was forced to tell you. It was Nerissa who protected me from harm, unwilling to lose her agent. A Skylark. I'm so sorry. Okay, well that explains that. Amanda, they can also transfer consciousness to trees via Wi-Fi. Why not? Oh yeah, I just remembered. Okay, I've already got a golden thread assigned to Lindsay. I don't think I've got any other charisma casters. Oh wait, I do. Clerics are charisma casters. They also have functionally immortal whales, which kind of sounds cool. Yeah, I'll be honest, any setting that has whales is always better by my book, in my book. Oh yeah, just gonna check the journal. Okay, so Knock Knock's quest is outside. On the edge is underway. A bloody craft. Okay, I need to search the Nile marches to find these poachers. Yeah, I think my favourite use of whales is Dishonours, just because and I suppose it sort of inspired Blades in the Dark's sort of setting as well. So I kind of like the idea of whales as eldritch creatures. Because, you know, they're just huge, they live in the ocean. Who knows what they might be up to. Anyway, to the goblin clearing. How's everyone doing today anyway?
An ambush, eh?
Okay, goblin prankster. We are goblins, we are bite. We will bite, we will hurt you out of spite. We will cut you with our blade, into shadows we will fade. Goblins, we hold feasts so great, recite tales on your breastplate. We take pride in our friendship, goblins have good leadership. We are... Okay. Enough of that then. Kiara, you're up to stuff? Me? Just getting work well, getting used to being back at work again. You know, I'm kind of wondering... Knock Knock's kind of weird by goblin standards, so I'm wondering if he's supposed to be like... autistic coded by goblin standards. Because the other goblins didn't like him and thought he was kind of weird, but... and he's kind of fixated on stuff, so... Do I decloak and speak to him? Nope, I guess not. Yeah, by the way everyone, sorry if the angle looks a bit weird at the moment. I'm still trying to adjust my new stand. But on the plus side, I'm looking right at my screen now instead of like... and slowly wearing out my neck. Yeah. Cosplay wise, obviously I'm hoping... well, my goal is to try and get the at the very least, get the mounting for the horns finished for Friday. Even if I don't get them painted. But who knows, maybe I'll get them painted faster than I expected. Okay, we've got guards here. Report. Knock knock, half stumbles into a clanking and rattling from a number of fetishes adorning his body. Teeth, pedals, so much so he looks like a filthy beaked curtain. You have no idea how he was able to dress up like this. He stops before you, his back straight, and does his best to look down upon you, but the effect ends up being something of a mess. Before you can speak, Knock Knock addresses you, drawing out his words like proclamations. You have been summoned, Brioche! The mother of beasts speaks. He raised his arms in a flourish. Through me! Hey, Yan. You're continuing to recover? Oh yeah, you weren't feeling great, were you? Hope you're feeling better now. Sorry. Jubilos takes out his notebook with a sigh. Go on, my big-eared friend. You deserve your own chapter in my upcoming book. Amazing Paradoxes and Incredible Nonsense within Eastern Avestan. It's a working title. Okay, chaotic neutral. I don't care who builds what. You just wanted to see what this fool's work was you were on about. You may carry on. Basically, we're being tolerant, but we're kind of being tolerant of an overtly evil god, so... Knock Knock gives a grin and a bow. Hear all! The mother is appeased. Wait, appeased? As pleased. With blessing from Brioche. All hail the mother. All hail Brioche, hero of Big Bad Smell City. Really? He raises his arms in a flourish again. I have a feeling I'm going to regret this. No less you read the Wikipedia synopsis and you think Avatar's a cross between that and Pocahontas? Oh yeah, I heard that they literally called the material they were after in that unobtainium. Knock Knock gives you a faint nod, then trundles off, his costume trailing behind him, leaving small bits on the ground as he moves. Okay, they're actually taking him seriously now. A crude shrine of Lamatsu, the mother of beasts. Well, that sure happened. Anyways, let's look for the poachers. So yeah, for those who missed last stream, there's some poachers in the Nile Marches who've been hunting lizard folk who are obviously sapient, so it's morally wrong to poach them. I mean, poaching is kind of a weird thing to say about sapient beings, so...
I decree we set up camp.
Ooh, kingdom stuff's happening. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the town I founded. Okay, this is where the poachers are, so we're just going to take a quick... Actually, we won't take a rest yet, we'll just travel to the hut. No less from what you've heard, no one hated the second movie. They had to write actual plots for it, and they couldn't use the same cookie cutter again. But yeah, I mean, I still haven't heard much of it since it came out. Which, to be fair, is what happened with the original. Like, it was just everywhere for a...
So love traveling. All the magnificent sights, our adventures, the people we meet. I just wish we didn't have to walk so much.
We're not walking that far. Many of my fellow travelers come back taller on account of the extra calluses on their feet.
Fellow travellers, Jubilos, are you a communist? Anyway, yeah, it was everywhere for a while and then it just sort of, you know, disappeared. Like there were people who were playing the video game just because they wanted to spend a bit more time with the setting and all sorts. Okay, rest in peace. Storyteller. Okay, let's see what's going on in here then. Oh yeah, I might go back to the Oak that strayed and deal with that one of the Wisp boss who was really annoying. I think it was the Oak that strayed anyway. No less can Vatar's real flash in the pan for something that seems to so desperately want to have a cultural impact. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, from what I heard, it was a really impressive experience in like 3D cinemas, but outside of that, not so much. I suppose on some level you could say it was more of a technical showcase. Okay,
This is my time to shine.
I guess if we go speak to the Swamp Witch, see if she has any opinions. Yeah, trade, but I don't think she's got anything useful. Hmm.
Let's make this quick.
Venom Hodag. Okay, they have concealment. How annoying.
Tear them apart!
Not doing it wrong. Spell is flawed.
Well, it can have concealment, but can it reflex save?
Stand down.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first. Be easier if you not fight back. Come here, Bax. Knock stab you. Which knife to use?
Why can't I attack it?
Used to lighting enemies on fire first.
A clever ploy. They go down!
Oh, I guess it's invisible. Okay, sound burst. Hey Dennis, how's it going? Yeah, it did have a lasting effect on VFX practice, but as Nolas points out, so did Bioshock porn, which is a whole can of worms I'm not even going to talk about.
You offend me.
Okay. So, do I have anything that could deal with an invisible creature? I mean, aside from area of effect attacks.
This spell has other uses. Hey!
Serves you right.
Hey DJ, how's it going? I'm trying not to meld.
Your time is over.
Be easier if you not fight back.
Okay, and that's how I beat that.
An ambush, eh?
Hope it not fight back. Best kind of fight.
Oh yeah, how's the cosplay challenge going? We're at 96%, 482,604 points. So very close. Remember, if anyone wants to see me paint myself blue and for tiefling cosplay purposes and absolutely not anything else, throw those points in. And that's a 1. Come on, there's more of you, I know it. DJ, just hanging out while working. On lunch, so you figured you'd say hi. Fair enough. Ah, there it is. Oop, and there's a big one.
Bring it!
Okay. That didn't last long. Exactly, Dennis. Serpent Lear's a big un. Well, anyway, DJ, I hope your work day and lunch is going well. I'm obviously back to work after a couple of... Ooh. Did you see a ghoul? Okay. So ghouls in D&D and Pathfinder are slightly intelligent zombies. What eat the dead? Okay. A dead man staggers towards you. There's a gaping hole in the middle of his chest, and you can see the white bone through the tears in his decayed flesh. He speaks with a halting, gurgling wheeze. Living one, I do not wish to harm you. Help me. We've destroyed the coins to give final rest to the ghost of Old Man. So I'll never rest. Never! With a heartbreaking howl, the dead man lunges at you. Okay. I wasn't expecting this, but...
You deserved it.
Come here, Bax. Not stab you. Ah.
Well. That happened. Oh yeah, there was a bunch of, ghosts in a well. I sort of left behind. Notice the icon for chat highlight settings doesn't look a bit like a highlighter. You always forget what WTF it is because it looks like a bull's head. Really got to force your brain to pass it as anything else. Well, I have no idea what it's meant to be either. Yeah. Anyway, what was D'ing? Okay, athletics check.
Work.
Okay, that was a high check. Okay, no, it was just a low roll.
Hey, have a look.
Leather armor. Oh, just leather armor +2 and some potions. Anything else around here?
What's that?
Nothing really.
That was easy.
She says as if she didn't watch the last check. Oh yeah, there were some poachers around here I was looking for. Oops. No less, you think it's supposed to be the tip of a highlighter pointed down. Fair enough. Dennis, you saw it first time recently and you thought, oh, that's a highlighter. Okay, maybe they're hiding out in the village.
don't frighten me.
Oh yeah, the well. Maybe I did that quest, I can't remember. I mean, I remember it being really annoying, but...
You see that?
Okay, not going into the poisoned area again. You're not falling near this time. No less the real Rorschach test. I mean, what is the idea behind the Rorschach test? Is it actually to sort of detect what your first sort of thoughts on the image would be, or is it more something else, more subtle? Okay, guess I'll just keep going up this road and see what I find. Oh, that's where the loose I pinged was.
Did it without breaking it.
Okay, I think this is all loot from when I visited the first time, so... Slim pickings. Yep, that's just another area exit. I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff in the area, but nothing especially interesting. Did something just drop? Whoa! Oh, giant slug.
Their sight betrays them.
Who's there?
Assassinate it, would you not knock?
Huh. Knock more runner and talker than fighter. Huh.
No less you think it's somewhat discredited actually, but not sure. Ah, yeah. I suppose it, to be fair, a lot of early psychology was, especially Freudian stuff. It's mostly just taught as sort of a historical thing. I am loving the perk that allows Amiri to do a full attack after charging.
Away, you rascal! Any last wishes? This is where I step in.
Ha! Primitives.
And this. You agree that Nolus is largely correct? Dennis, the answer is discs. Freud? Yeah. Obviously, yeah, Freud did not come up after the test that was named after someone else, but fun fact, the expression sometimes a cigar is just a cigar literally came from Freud responding to someone who pointed out the implications of his taking cigars
Which
all the time.
use?
I guess the moral of the story is... Yeah. Shard of Knight's braces. Okay, I wonder if I've got enough of those Knight braces now. Enfys, the Rorschach test is difficult to verify. It's predisposed towards a slew of diagnoses. They're not particularly accurate for most of them, and the popularity of the images and their uses in popular media potentially invalidates the process entirely. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Like, I did like A-level psychology, and I had a bunch of really, I mean, it was mostly about research theory and statistics instead of actual psychology, because that's sort of the basic stuff you need at that level. And like, I was given homework to do a very basic sort of experiment, which was basically just like a memory thing. I tried to have my dad do it, and he just kept doing, because it was just simple clip art pictures, and he just tried to give Rorschach answers. So I guess the moral of the story is the Rorschach test has completely ruined psychology as a field. I'm not seeing any poachers around here. Hey, good trans girl. Been a while. Well, a while here. I'm pretty sure I've seen you on Twitter quite a bit. At Enfys, they weren't all photos of your parents fighting.
I'll share my path.
Okay, this is new. Leave now. Did you come to meet your death? Yeah, sure.
Gaining the advantage is always smart.
Okay. As you approach the grove, you hear two voices in soft conversation. First is a velvet baritone, begging on the brink of tears. Please, Teresa, my love, don't send me away. I'd rather die than... I want you to live, a girl's voice said sharply. Valchos, you're my knight in shining armour. I love you like I've never loved anyone before. But if you stay, you'll... The girl's voice falters and she collapses into sobs. Wait, there's someone here. Show yourself. Approaching, you notice a fae couple, a satyr and a dryad, who watch you with an anxious look. Holy kissens! Look, it's fae. It's fae. Real fae. Hello there. Lindsay, we're literally being terrorised by a dryad. No less, the tiefling cosplays at 98%. Exciting! Yep, once again, if anyone else hasn't thrown any points in, you can throw up to 2,000 points a stream, and he doesn't want to see me paint myself blue. Lindsay waves her hand to the couple. Who are you? My name's Teresia. I've lived here since my trio woke from the earth and first sought the sun. And this is Pouchos from far away.
We're together,
Satan nods.
and we'll stay together till death takes us.
The Dryad narrows her eyes at Valchos and folds her arms. Can't you do without the death part?
I managed so far.
He grins widely. What are you arguing about?
These lands could be beautiful again, but not so long as this monster exists.
Valchos' hand curls her fists.
We cannot leave. We must fight.
My sweetheart, my love. Teresa's voice trembles on the verge of tears. You've tried already and barely survived. Please, I'll endure. I'll go to sleep again. If you were to die, it would hurt me far more than if I let you go, knowing you're far away but alive and well. Oh yeah, thanks for giving good trans girl the shout out, Kiara. I mean, Nolus. Yeah, it's been a while since you streamed, isn't it? Hope you're doing well. I'm wondering if they're going to do a sort of joke here where it turns out the monster's just something really weak.
Look at me, Teresa. I'll never leave you. Never. I beg you, don't send me away. Being without you, it'll kill me as surely as the scythe tree itself.
Oh yeah, I think I remember these. What they sound like. They're like just trees that kill you if you get close. The scythe tree won't leave us be. Simply being brave is not enough to defeat it. Valkos, sooner or later it will kill you. The Dryad turns to you, hopeful. I beg you, put an end to this creature. End our suffering, and its suffering as well. We'll find a way to reward you. What is the scythe tree, and why is it dangerous? Well, it's... Trissa curls her fingers, imitating claws, and pretends to snatch up something with them. Falkos jumps in.
First, it's just a tree. Fire is not its friend. And you'd best use a weapon suited to chop through its bark, not impale it.
Right, and its branches are also very long. Be careful, it can reach you from afar. Okay, chaotic neutral. Send Falkos away. Yeah, I don't really want to break them up. Yeah, it's not much, but Teresa gets a small chest from under the tree roots. Fine, I'll help you. I'm so grateful. You're our saviour. You'll find it south of here in a large glade. Good luck. We'll wait for you here. What happened to the village? The Dryad gives a heavy sigh and closes her eyes as if remembering. It was a beautiful place, a human village on the edge of the real Fey realm kingdom. They lived in peace alongside the faith for generations, united by friendship, sometimes even by love. The Dryad looks away. That is until our queen, Callistropecia, lost her heart to the headsman's daughter. Such a beautiful couple, but... Hey Scroungers, Kate Sif. AFK doing dishes, you wanted to confirm that both Freud and Rorschach is very old hat. Damn right. Good trans girl, you streamed last Monday and 3 weeks before that. Both Freud trained. You're just a bit of a mess lately. You'll be back eventually. Ah, fair. I mean, yes, they are also very old people, not just hats. It happened at their wedding day. Both humans and Fae had gathered to celebrate the union. None knows what happened next, but in the midst of the festivities, Callistropecia suddenly transformed. She changed into a monster. The Dryad's voice drops, and she glances around as if afraid another might hear. She became the scythe tree. She killed her bride, her love, then destroyed the village. Gee, I wonder if the big bad might have done that. Exactly, Nerlus. It's like rain on your wedding day. Humans fled or were killed. Same with Fae. Our kingdom fell in a heartbeat. I couldn't leave my tree. I slept for so many years until I awoke to the sound of pipes playing such beautiful music. She smiles at Falcos. A girl from the village married a dryad? Teresia smiles. Your world and the world of the Fae are great and wide, yet rarely do they touch. It is unfortunate, for when they do, great joy is possible, not simply between two souls, but more so when a third arises from their love. A child either born or found. Oh yeah, that's one trope I love. Adopted children. Still sort of being hybrids of their parents. Because magic. Here, for instance, when my tree and I were far younger than we are now, a girl lived here. Elga Verniex. She was the daughter of the woman from the village. Her father a satyr. We loved her so much. Watching her grow, laugh, learn. The dryad shakes her head sadly. But her mother took her and left. If she still lives, she's certainly forgotten all about us. Her poor father missed her so much the grief never left him. It was in his eyes when he passed. The dryad is silent for a moment, averting her eyes, then turns to face you again. Humans and Fae both love and love strongly, and we feel the same pain when we are cut off from the ones we hold in our hearts. Okay, I must take my leave. Farewell. Okay, let's find that, I remember there was a thing here I could cross with an athletics check, so I'll take a look there again. Exactly, good transcal. It's like a killer tree before you get to play. Killer tree? I just met her. Okay, mobility DC 20.
No
Easy.
challenge at all.
Okay, let's go find this evil tree.
Ready to stab.
The girl's body rests here, wearing an elegant dress and untouched by decay. Rustling of the branches sounds like quiet weeping. Okay, so that must be the, Okay, is it down here? I'll check the journal again. And thank you for the quote, Nillis. Okay, so Lindsay has resist poison or something, I think. We are neutralize poison.
Adventures
Okay.
are exciting.
Resist energy, does that have poison? Acid, cold, fire, sonic? Nope. Could have sworn I had something for this. Okay, the icon for Bane looks kind of unfortunate there. Here we are at delay poison. 1 hour per level.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Okay, we've only got 2 of those. Guess we'll just have to endure. We'll hope there's a way through.
How cute!
Okay, there it is. I have no idea how I missed this the first time, but
Now you see me, now you don't.
Adventures call to them.
Yes.
these are on Namiri and on... Knock Knock. Okay, Knock Knock. Go for it.
Knock knock used to lighting enemies on fire first. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That was easy. I was kind of expecting a bigger fight, but I suppose I did miss Old Wedding Ring. Knight's Letter. The Burning Ark. Almost every plant here looks sick. Sick as in cool or sick as in...
What troubles you? I wrote it like I saw it.
Well, that's done, I guess. Hey. Yes, check the old text messages while everyone walks up here. The dryad weeps softly, her head on the satyr's shoulder as he strokes her hair. He turns at your approach.
Oh,
The scythe tree's no more. Poachers gives you a wide grin, while Teresa wipes away a tear. Are you now at no peace, my queen? We thank you. Here is your reward. Teresa hands you a small chest. Ooh, money. Oh yeah, I should read the letter. My beloved Callistropisa, every day I spend with you seems to drag on forever. The only thing left to do is to think of our coming wedding. Only you know how long I long for this day to finally come. Each time I close my eyes, I see us together. I see happy guests and tables set out for a feast. I smell the fragrance of flowers and fine cuisine. I hear cheerful music. I feel your touch as you whirl and dance. Even these dreams pale in comparison to the mere thought of the eternity we'll spend together. I shall love you forever, even after death, in every life after this one and across all creation. Only one thing disturbs my happiness. Do you know that someone tried to interfere with our wedding? My former groom, Dorsey. He has talked Father into trying to disrupt the ceremony. Picture this. Father took it into his head that since he is a headman of our village, he can decide my fate. Don't you worry, my love. Their plot has fallen apart. No gods could prevent our union. The higher force is standing behind us. A few nights ago, I dreamt of a mesmerizing maiden who told me how to free myself out of my father's grasp. I did everything as she told. I was so angry with him. Now, of course, I'm beset with doubt. Was this the right thing to do? Still, I hardly think any of this is more than pure superstition. As Salinas cannot change how things are, I could have dreamt up absolutely anything. Think nothing more of this, my love. Think only of me. I love you. I cannot wait for our day. Your Niter. Okay, I guess yeah. I think it was just the main villain of this, game then, because she just appears to people in dreams and does that sort of thing. Good trans girl. Oddly, the text message says WYD. Okay, we've got giant owlbears.
Now you see me. Now you don't. No time for idling.
Running won't help you!
It missed. Oh wow, that was a terrible roll.
Be easier if you not fight back.
Why can't I get over there?
Taste my fury. Stand down.
Oh, wait. I think that's one of those sort of areas I need to... Okay, I'll load the game. When was the last autosave? Oh no. I may have messed up.
The dangers don't frighten me.
I suppose the moral of the story is always save after every battle.
What's that?
What troubles you?
Yes.
How cute! An ambush, eh?
Okay, we'll just kill this tree.
Where now? Knock Knock used to lighting enemies on fire first. Hey!
I don't tolerate threats.
Yeah. Ha. Yeah.
This is my time to shine. Dangers don't frighten me.
Did it without breaking it.
Okay, Dorsey. Okay, this was the loser who started the whole curse, I guess.
Be easier if you not fight back. Me see, me keep.
Okay, it's a trapped chest.
Please not rap skull. I did it. I did.
Demolisher. Adamantine construct bane heavy pick. Interesting. So it's good at smashing golems.
Uh-huh.
Okay, bloody blah, already done this. Okay, so I guess long story short, girl was in lesbians with a dryad. And her ex
I'll
cursed
share
her
my path.
or something.
I'm positive I found something.
Okay, athletics.
Won't work.
That was easy.
Head down, move quiet. Ready to stab.
Oh yeah.
Hoping not fight back. That's kind of fight.
So I think I asked this at the start of the stream, but how's everyone's weekend going? I mean, week going? I backed a crowdfund for a pretty cool tabletop RPG from the same people who made the Blades, Blades in the Dark, which I'm quite excited about. should have charged. Oh well. Good trans girl, you think your ADHD meds are coming today? Which will make your week a lot better. Oh, that's good. Is this a new medication, or have you just been having trouble getting a hold of them?
You offend me.
Come here, Bax. Knock stab you. Huh.
Okay, these owlbear are pretty enraged, and it looks like this is a higher level encounter than most of the area, so I think I'm on the right track now. Nola's doing okay. Had a job interview over the phone yesterday. Think it went okay? Oh, that's good. Oh, I maybe missed most of her attacks. Okay, she just rolled really badly. Whoa, that's a lot of natural ones. Oop. Wrong button. Oh well.
Serves you right.
Your time is over.
Also been playing lots of Brawlhalla and watching Magic the Gathering content. Good trans girl, you switched to a different one that's easy to get hold of, but for some reason it took your mail pharmacy a week longer than normal to fill it. And then DXAL said USPS had it. USPS said they hadn't got it. But USPS says it's now out for delivery. Ah, that sucks. I mean, I've been waiting a while for these new contact lenses. Like, I'll probably get a bit of wear out of my current purple ones. I'm really excited to try the design on this one.
Which knife to use? Nah.
Whew.
Adventures call to them.
How cute!
Okay, we got corpses,
Ooh, shiny thing.
got dings. Okay, low level loot, so maybe not. Swordsman's Passion. +2 agile dueling sword.
This is my time to shine.
Done.
Hmm.
The dangers don't frighten me.
Okay, so if I was a gang of poachers who are harassing
Talker than fighter.
sapient beings, where would I make my hideout?
Away, you rascal!
She just teleport.
Knock-knock
That's not
used to
allowed.
lighting enemies on fire first.
You deserved it.
Okay, there's another enemy around here somewhere, but where?
Hey, have a look.
Oh, a werewolf. Not just any werewolf, a greater werewolf. Oh, thanks to Hydrate DJ. Been kind of neglecting that this stream, so I need the reminder.
Be easier if you not fight back.
Bring it!
Almost got it.
Any last wishes?
Damn, that's a lot of stuff.
I'll share my path.
Okay, nothing there though. How's the cosplay doing? Still at 98%. 490,604 raised. Amazing. Anything up here?
What's that?
Oh, there's a chest. I'll take a chest.
I did.
How cute!
I want to look at the tree. Oh, I can just walk around them. A strong, healthy tree towers over the sickly swamp undergrowth. Okay, that's probably just the Dryad's tree. Yeah, if anyone wants to just look up hints on where I'm supposed to go for the quest. It's titled Bloody Craft. So way up there. I can just go around here.
I'll share my path.
Okay, now go around here.
Phew.
Okay.
Stand down.
This is where I step in.
Gonna be one of those situations where I can't actually get to the area to fight them. Nola's looking for the poachers. It's apparently a random encounter in the Nile Marches. Oh, okay. There was the quest marker on this area, so that's where I assumed I'd find it.
Tear them apart!
Okay, that worked.
You offend me.
Serves you right.
They go down!
Would you look at
That
that?
was easy.
Me see, me keep.
Hey.
You see that? That was easy.
Oh yeah, the slugs. I forgot about the slugs.
I'll scout ahead. The dangers don't frighten me.
Me? Come here, Bax. Knock knock stab you.
Down better ones.
Your time is over.
A clever ploy.
Away, you rascal!
Which knife to use?
Well, if what I'm looking for is not here, there's not much point in hanging around.
One jump chewing back scratcher. Tastes good.
This isn't a back scratcher. This is my favorite quill pen, you dolt. Wait. Why did you say back scratcher?
I love the little skits you could get while resting. Okay, what's going on? Okay, that's just about the curse. Well, guess we just wander around until I get a random encounter. Here we go. This has to be it.
Resting would be nice.
I decree we
Don't
set
you
up
think?
camp.
An ambush, eh?
Come at me, I dare you.
Yep, these look like our guys. Okay, that's cheating.
Knock knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Okay. He's uninvisibled. Oh wait, I just remembered. I have an ability which means my sneak attacks also just cast a spell on enemies. Oh well.
You deserved it.
Be easier if you not fight back.
You offend me.
Would be nice, don't you think?
Is it folk skins? That'll prove it. Okay, where do I turn in this quest?
I decree we set up camp.
Maybe if we pick up and move right now, he will fall behind and leave us in peace. Does somebody else like this plan like I do?
Okay, so what's one which is pointing at? Yeah, that's weird. Okay, yeah, I need to go speak to Shroud. Well, Hunty. Just gonna... Exactly, Nellis. TASMR. Look at these skins. They were stripped off murdered lizard folk. Shroud looks frightened. He touched the skins with evident disgust. They were skinned very skillfully. There's no doubt about it. The butcher's meant to use the skins for leather work. If they were just trying to scare some with a bloody murder, they'd have made more cuts. Here they made the least. Butcher was clearly saving the skin. That's right. Morhalan is buying the skins from lizard folk. He's a monster. Thank you for your support. Now I have all the evidence I need. Now I've taken too much of your time already. I'll go to the guards and see the monster arrested. Alrighty. I guess I just have to deal with everyone kneeling when I walk by now. Chemo Tavon. Before you is a tall, pale elf, the soft features of his face sharply contrasting his angular figure. His woeful gaze is fixed on the ground. He finally notices you, startles, and blinks at you absent-mindedly. He talks slowly, slightly elongating his words as he speaks. Good day. Who are you? Chemo Tavon. With a wide smile, the elf slowly nods at you. Odd name for an elf? The elf shrugs. My parents named me Cameliel, but my friends decided this name didn't suit me so well. Okay, that kind of rhymes. What are you doing here? The elf blushes ever so slightly and lowers his gaze. I can't tell you. It's a secret. Although, if you promise... The elf looks at you with hope in his eyes. If you promise to help me, then I will tell you. What sort of help do you need? That is, a secret. After some hesitation, the elf decides to add, But it's not hard, not at all, you have my word. And what do I get if I help you? Tower Kitty, you missed this quest. Which one? The, Tower Kitty, high back, still on your way back home mentally. Ah, fair. Hope the trip wasn't too unpleasant. Is that quest the, poacher quest, or the, one I'm speaking to this guy about right now? To be fair, I think these quests are quite easy to miss unless you do the town building sort of thing. Which, to be fair, the game didn't tell you about at all. In that case, I'll give you my spear. I can make a lot of handy things out of wood. You could call me a woodworker in your tongue. The elf gives you a disarming smile. I can't agree to anything before I know exactly what you need. The elf wrinkles his forehead in concentration. Well, if you insist. Nanak the hunter told me he saw an incredibly beautiful flower growing in the swamp. I would go and pick it up myself, but I fear I would become lost. Also, there are monsters there. So, will you help me? Very well. Perfect. Come back as soon as you can. Alright, I have to go. Bye. Okay. I guess I'm looking for a really rare flower then. You missed the lid skin arc. Basically the
Don't you think?
basically the guy who gave me the quest was being accused by the guards of stealing, and apparently it turned out the reason he was being accused was because he'd spotted someone selling lizard skins, lizard folk skins that is, which is, as you might guess, a bit naughty. Okay, the flower in the swamp's over here, apparently. Well, I'm gonna check out Tuskdown. You also never got Dubelost. To be fair, I missed out on the ranger guy. I think because I didn't go to the location where he's recruited. How Kitty, you just got him a pardon less from the capital and the quest was over. Oh, this was sort of a follow-up. This was sort of a follow-up thing. Basically, I spoke to him again and he wanted to speak to me about why he was being falsely accused in the first place. Dragon bows, coughing in quietly into his beard.
Your Highness, I'd like to apologise. I suppose I was a little headstrong in my last visit. I have a bad temper. In the mountain they used to call me Grumbler. Well, I didn't expect my petition to be taken seriously. No one wants to share with strangers, even if their demands are quite lawful. Please know that I appreciate your honesty. Please accept this. I worked hard on it and I hope it serves you well.
Item received. Bashing shield.
It is a decent piece of work to be fair, but not a masterpiece. Masterpieces are rare once-in-a-lifetime accomplishments. Anyway, I have an idea how to use our family relic for your greater glory, but I'm going to need your help. Come by if you're interested. I'll tell you more.
Thank you for your gift.
It was a pleasure to work hard for such an honourable lady.
Hey, I guess I'm going to get a quest from him as well. Okay, I'm going to have to do something about that. Trail of the Daring Lorik. Okay, sure. Okay, and Valerie isn't available for the whale hunt. Right, I'm gonna go get in my town and have words with that woman. Because no one interrogates my well, no one comes into my
Time to shine.
kingdom and starts acting like a cop. How are things with the storyteller and Lindsay? Valerie chuckles. Satisfactorily. It appears that the storyteller has thought it best to leave me alone, which I do not mind at all. Lindsay? Valerie shrugs her shoulder. I expect I'll never have any influence over her inappropriate enthusiasm about her book. Okay, so her thing's basically she started drinking after getting injured. Well, getting scarred in the face. Yeah. Get all the relics out. Start looking. Shard of Knight's braces. 2, 6, 7, 8. If that's all of them. What's he talking about there? Okay, better get into the capsule and put a stop to these interrogations. Darwin.
Hellknights are not the most courteous of guests, are they? And Hellknights from the Order of the Rack are the vilest of them all.
Okay, is this Darwin guy? A tan-skinned half-elf with green eyes looks at you respectfully, but with a smile on his face.
My name is Darwin.
Darwin? The rebellious murderer Lynxia is searching for?
Yes, I'm a rebel, a murderer, a pirate, a renegade, and a smuggler. And I have lots of other scary titles.
The half-elf laughs lightly, watching you closely at the same time.
If you listen to Lynxia, I'm evil incarnate. Baby Issa, your worst nightmare come true. If the end time should ever come, it would be because of me and me alone.
Quite a CV. Darwin has a sad sigh.
Of course, all of Lynxia's accusations are false. That is to say, they are not entirely true. It's true I'm involved in this story, but my sins are not so great as they are thought to be.
Is this going to be one of those things where it turns out, like, she's a jerk, but he's actually very guilty? Tell me your story. Because, you know, the game's just spent the entire time telegraphing how much of a jerk the Hell Knight lady's been, so...
It's so long, I don't even know where to begin.
Darwin grins.
Although I guess you're only interested in the things I've been accused of. I did, in fact, kill a Chelish noble. And I participated in a rebellion. But all of this happened by total accident. I was captain of a ship that sailed the inner sea. We traded with those who were stronger than us, and raided those who were weaker. Just regular life for a man of my profession.
Okay, he's a pirate.
One day we stopped at one of the Cheliax ports, and that's when it all started. I caught sight of a certain Chelish noble, who for a long time been number one on my kill on sight list. So I challenged him to a duel, and when he was too stupid to refuse, I dispatched him, and only then to learn that he was a distant relative of Cheliax's crown prince. And besides that, the lord of the surrounding lands. And of course, no one in the area was fond of him. After his death, a rebellion broke out. That's nothing new for Cheliax. As his accidental killer, I was named the rebellion's leader. But I assure you, I had fled the moment I could, leapt upon my ship, and set sail. A month later, I'd found out I'd become the main reason for a great tragedy, and an enemy of the Chelish people.
So what did this Chelish noble do to make you so angry?
A long time ago, before all this rebellion nonsense, I used to be a simple sailor who served the Taldorian merchant fleet. Good old times.
Darwin squints dreamily, continuing to watch you closely from under his half-closed eyelids.
The blazing sun overhead, the salty taste on your lips, the squawk of seagulls calling you forwards, ropes squeaking in the storm as you fight against the sea itself, winning in the end.
This voice is killing my throat.
And of course, the line of the land on the horizon, when you know that tonight you'll have a mug of rum in one hand and a smiling girl to share it with.
Darwin gives you a sly smile.
But all that came to an end when a certain Chelish noble decided that he liked our goods, but didn't like our fleet. I survived the battle barely, clinging to a piece of driftwood, lost on the open sea like me. I swore I had my revenge, so I decided to become a pirate myself, pirate captain as need be. You can't always get what you want, you know, unless you're me.
Darwin gives you a smug smile. What do you want from me, Darwin?
I'm glad you asked. I've got so much to offer. You see, I'm rich, and I don't mind sharing my riches with those who can help me with my troubles. Lynxia, on the other hand, will give you nothing. I doubt she'd even say thank you. I know where Lynxia has set up a temporary camp in a secluded lodge on the edge of the Southern Nile Marches. Go there, convince her to stop chasing me. Order her, kill her if needed. It shouldn't be difficult, so what do we say? Do we have a deal?
Chaotic neutral. Deal, I'll help you, but lying. I like the lawful neutral and chaotic neutral lines are the same, but the chaotic neutral one's a lie. Yeah, I'll take the chaotic neutral option.
I'm so glad to hear it.
Darwin's smile remains as smug as before, but you feel a hint of relief behind it.
Please deal with Lynxia as soon as possible. I'll find you after you've resolved the situation.
Okay. Guess I'm going to talk to her then. I wonder what Tubelos's doing here. Oh, nothing new then. Okay, not much use. Use. Still hanging on to that ring from the tutorial just in case it gets... I can use it for something. Oh, the Cypress Queen's flower. I wonder if that's the last of those I need. I might end this stream early just so I can get some more work done on my horns. Get to bed early. Because because it's kind of warm and I'm sort of thinking about doing my idea of streaming on Thursdays instead of Fridays. Cypress Queen's brown. Okay, can I sort these by alphabetical order? Okay, that's all the Cypress Queen items I have. Do I have all 5? I wasn't paying attention. Ah, yes.
Such clear air. I feel like I'm back in my home woods.
No less funny coincidence, you just locked a pirate in Brawlhalla. One of her weapons is a ship's cannon, and one of them is a kraken that's trying to kill her. Well, improvise, I guess. Was it adapt, improvise, overcome? Is that the funny meme line?
Such clear air. I feel like I'm back in my home woods. I can feel the wind tossing my hair.
The storyteller takes a deep breath and laughs joyfully.
Yes, now I recognise to whom this once belonged. I hear laughter and the singing of the forest folk. Do you wish to learn the story of the Cypress Queen, Brioche? I would be happy to trade the whole set of items for their story. Can you hear it calling to us? Let us hurry.
Tell me the story of the Cypress Queen.
I hear the noise of the capital, merchants shouting, horses neighing, soldiers' armours clanking. All this is far away, from beyond the tall walls of the palace garden. The noise is barely audible through the lush vegetation, but here, in the cool stillness, I can hear two lovers whisper beneath the shadow of an ancient cypress tree. I'm not one of them. No, I'm just a frail cypress twig.
Okay, I got 10,000 coins, 1,125 experience.
These two cannot be together. She is a queen, and he is her loyal knight. Perhaps too loyal. But their love could not be kept secret for long. The king ordered the knight executed, but the knight managed to slip away to the wilderness of the Nar Marches in the Stolen Lands. He hid there, away from civilization, with only animals and birds to keep him company. To remember his lost home, he brought a cypress twig with him, and planted it in front of his hut. The tree took root, and the knight spent long hours talking to the cypress, imagining it was his queen. And one day, I answered. Since ancient times, these lands have been home to the Fae, so it's little surprise that a dryad would be born within the tree. We became friends. He told me of his homeland and his beloved queen, and their merry life at court. The celebrations, the parades, the tournaments. I wanted so badly to see it all with my own eyes.
Tau Kitty, you're okay with watching me Thursdays? Yeah. Well, I might do a Leonard's Inception stream tomorrow as an experiment just to see how that goes. Because, well, as I explained earlier, I do D&D on Fridays, but because it's with a camera, I usually wear my sort of tiefling outfit. So it basically means I have to do a stream sort of either dressed for that, or I need to make a quick change in just an hour. And obviously I've got a lot much busier schedule on Friday, so it also takes more out of me. I mean, for my day job. So doing it tomorrow might be easier. But I'll see how it goes on Thursday. Why can't you go see the city for yourself?
You know not? Dryads are bonded to their trees. We cannot stray far from them. And even if we could, our kind tend to not get favourable reactions from humans. They find us too strange, too alien. I doubt I've been warmly received in the city.
Did you fall in love?
Of course not. The very thought is shameful. The knight remained faithful to his true love till the end of his days. As for me, well, I was born from a twig of the cypress, under which the knight and the queen's love story began. I like to think I was a child of their love, in a way. I never told him directly, but I always considered the knight to be like a father to me.
What happened next?
So I decided to want to be a queen myself, and why not? After all, the Green Mother gave me my fair share of beauty and magic, and the knight taught me all about how to rule a country.
Oh, okay. So she was the queen who got forcefully transformed into a tree. That kind of sucks.
I organised a celebration. All the local Fae were invited. I had no idea there were so many of my kin in the neighbourhood. Everyone came. Shy nymphs, merry satyrs with their red reed pipes, tender nixies, leprechauns with their fancy buckled hats and shiny boots. The celebration lasted 3 days, and my guests enjoyed it so much that every one of them proclaimed me their queen in the end.
Okay. I suppose declaring someone queen because she threw a really good party is very fey.
I wasn't establishing prisons or taxes or other nasty things common in human courts, but the social life of my court was always vibrant enough to make any human monarchy jealous.
And what kind of functions did your fey court conduct?
We did all kinds of amazing things. Sometimes I hosted dances that went on all night, or held tournaments in which satyrs would entertain the audience, kicking each other for the right to kiss me. There were even parades organised for the local animals. Just imagine, deer, boars and bears all marching in lines. Even those fae who initially didn't the idea of a kingdom were happy with such things. I think we may have been the only kingdom in the world built without a single drop of blood spilled. Built on the foundation of joy and happiness.
Okay, so obviously the main villain of this is destroying kingdoms. So I guess it counted as enough of a kingdom to destroy. So that's why the whole turning her into an evil tree thing happened. So your kingdom wasn't real? It was basically just a game?
What's an odd suggestion? How about your country? Is it real? Or could it just be a game with complicated rules and high stakes? Our kingdom was as real as we were.
Damn. And then what?
Life in the woods changed a lot over time, and the night changed too. After spending so much time around Fae and meditating alone in nature, he became more religious and built a shrine to Eristil with his own hands. Rumours spread around the area of some hermit or saint living in the swamps. Though to be frank, there wasn't anything saintly about him, as far as I can tell. But people started coming to meet him, and over time, a small village grew around the shrine, built by people in search of a new life. As word spread of our kingdom in the woods, some people were surprised, while some just smiled knowingly. After all, the idea of a kingdom was familiar to humans, so they living in a kingdom made them seem less alien, less strange and scary. So we began to living side by side in peace. Sometimes Fae would visit humans just to share a cup of tea, and sometimes there were even unions that resulted in children. Human children, with some of the magic of the Fae. Some of those children deserve their own legends, but those are stories for another time. Human monarchs are quite different from their subjects. They have eyes everywhere, their arms are long, and their memories longer. As the village grew, news of the location of a disgraced knight made its way to the king. Eventually, a small but heavily armed group of the king's men arrived in the village, demanding the hermit knight leave with them immediately. The villagers, both human and Fae, were ready to fight to defend him, but the knight followed his unwelcome guests voluntarily. He said he wanted to avoid bloodshed, and he was old and longed to see his homeland and his beloved queen once again, even if it ended with his execution. So the knight was taken away, everyone grieved for him, myself especially, but as time passed, the pain subsided as it tends to. Both the village and the Fae kingdoms happily lived in peace for many years.
What happened to the knight?
I know not. The story was not about him. The Dryad never saw him again. Perhaps he slipped away from the guards and accomplished a slew of heroic deeds afterwards, or perhaps his captors executed him on the first day, simply taking the king his head. Or maybe he died on the executioner's block, but in the city of his youth, gazing once more upon his queen, older now, but as beautiful as ever. Or maybe the city had changed beyond recognition, and his queen had died years ago. And he realised too late that his true home was a village built in the swamps. Or maybe the king saw that the pious old man standing before him shared nothing in common with the bold young upstart that had impinged on his honour so long before, and thus pardoned him. Alas, alas, we have no way of knowing what really happened. Time spared, not even the kingdom where this story started. So your guess is as good as mine.
What happened to the village and the kingdom after that?
If your wonder is strong enough, you could visit the Gnome archers yourself and ask the locals. I suspect someone there would know what happened next, but this story was about how the Fae Kingdom was established, and that story is over.
Thank you for the story, storyteller. So yeah. This is all some pretty good lore. I wonder how much of it was in the original game and how much of it sort of got added. Where's... Okay, that we need to wait for. Okay, you need to go speak to Lenixia. Yeah, sorry, one of my contacts was really hurting there. Alright, just gonna take a quick break while I rinse this out. Okay, I think it might have got folded in my eye or something, so I'm just gonna call it here. Because I said I was gonna finish in a bit anyway, so yeah. Just shut this down. And we'll find someone to raid. Just to be clear, don't worry, because, yeah, that is literally just because I think it got folded in my eye and basically poked it. Glad you enjoyed it, Kiara. Sorry it came to a bit of an abrupt stop there. Hey, Nick. Yeah, sorry. To be fair, I'd have been going on a bit longer, but my contact lens basically betrayed me and poked me in the eye, so I'm just calling it here. Anywho, he is streaming some Warhammer 40k bolt gun. That was pretty fun when Nick was streaming it earlier. Got the Bunyip Man streaming some Civilization. I'm just gonna raid a key curse. I hurt. Hey, so yep, I'll be streaming some Lena's Inception tomorrow as a bit of an experiment. See if that's easier than Fridays. Then I'll be on Nick's channel for some D&D. And then on Friday I'll be on Nick's channel for some D&D. Thank you all for contributing to the Tiefling Cosplay Challenge, which is now 98%. 492,604 points out of 500,000. Oh, and thank you for that contribution there, Nick. And yeah. Hopefully I'll have some better camera angles sorted out as well. So with that, we'll be raiding in 3, 2, 1, let's go.